In the spring of 2019, a beloved truck driver from a quiet town in West Virginia suddenly vanished without a trace. In a community this small, secrets don't stay buried for long, and soon. Everyone had a theory. Whispers spread like wildfire, accusations, wild guesses, and half-truths twisted the case into a maze of confusion. Until one small lie, hidden in plain sight, finally began to unravel a murder that shocked the entire town. Hi everyone, welcome to Hidden Truth. Today's story takes us deep into the mountains of West Virginia. To a town so tiny that everyone knows everyone else. And in a place like this, gossip moves faster than the wind. With no clear crime scene, no murder weapon, and barely any physical evidence. Solving this case felt nearly impossible. But when the truth finally surfaced, it was more disturbing than anyone imagined. Kingwood, West Virginia, sits quietly in the Allegheny Mountains, overlooking the Cheat River Valley. Just south of Kingwood lies an even smaller community called Tunnelton, home to barely 200 residents. Here, generations of families live side by side, where neighbors are practically relatives, and rumors can circle the town before lunch. On the morning of May 29, 2019, a local resident called the sheriff's office about possible drug activity along Showerbath Road. Parked by the river was a maroon pickup truck. Later that morning, Deputy Childers arrived to investigate. The truck was empty. Thick, dark smoke curled from the windows, filling the cab. At first glance, it looked like someone had been trying to torch the vehicle. Oil and other accelerants had been poured over the doors and dashboard, yet strangely, much of the interior remained intact. In the truck bed, the deputy found empty oil containers. Smudges appeared on the passenger side, but no fingerprints, suggesting gloves had been used. Tire tracks nearby hinted that another vehicle might have been involved, possibly belonging to whoever had set the fire. When investigators traced the truck, they discovered it belonged to Philip "Buckie" Barlow, a 61-year-old truck driver loved by nearly everyone who knew him. His nephew soon confirmed it at the scene. What made things even stranger? Buckie hadn't shown up for work that morning. Something completely out of character for a man known for his reliability. Buckie was close to retirement and had plans to move to Indiana with his longtime partner, Mary Butler. He was the type of man everyone in town could count on. Described as warm-hearted, playful, and even skilled at roller skating, often teaching kids in the community how to skate on Sundays. He had no known enemies, just one ongoing dispute with a neighbor. But now, his abandoned truck raised a chilling possibility: foul play. Family members, friends, and deputies scoured the nearby riverbanks, desperately searching for any sign of him. Locals whispered about disputes, dangerous neighbors, and late-night arguments. Some even spoke of golf clubs, meth-fueled violence, and grim rumors involving body parts hidden across the county. But for weeks, there were only stories, no hard evidence. Then, on June 8, hunters spotted something floating in the Cheat River. A body, shirtless, with jeans hanging at the ankles and boots still on. Decomposition made identification difficult. But a blue and white work shirt snagged on a log nearby carried patches, Hillside Trucking, and the name Philip. It was Buckie. The cause of death was horrifying. His throat had been slashed. At first, investigators followed local gossip, interrogating neighbors and known troublemakers. But months passed without answers. Then, Captain Travis Tichenell revisited old statements and noticed subtle inconsistencies. Buckie's next-door neighbors, Laura Martin and Bobby Quinn, had told different stories about what they'd heard the night Buckie disappeared. At first, they blamed the noise on appliances like a washing machine. Later, They claimed their air conditioner drowned out the sounds. But Mary, Buckie's partner, swore there was no AC unit in their window until weeks after the murder. And as it turned out, they didn't even own a washing machine. One lie became the crack that split the case wide open. Family members later revealed that Laura had privately confessed. She and Bobby had heard Buckie might have money, and they staged a robbery using BB guns. When they realized he only had $50 on him, they panicked and killed him. By spring 2020, both Laura and Bobby were already in jail on unrelated charges. Phone calls recorded from jail showed cracks in their relationship. And when Bobby learned of Laura's betrayal, he finally talked. He admitted they kidnapped Buckie, forced him into his own truck, and drove him to a remote swimming hole. There, they robbed him, forced him to his knees, and Laura slit his throat. To make matters even more chilling, Laura later bragged about the sound Buckie made as he tried to speak after the attack, describing it as something she wanted to hear again. The killers burned evidence, tried to torch the truck, and spun lie after lie. But in the end, it was their own carelessness and a handful of inconsistencies that led investigators straight to the truth. This case is a haunting reminder that sometimes evil hides right next door, wearing the face of someone you'd never suspect. Thanks for watching Hidden Truth. If you found this story as shocking as I did, don't forget to like this video. Subscribe for more mysterious true crime stories, and let me know your thoughts in the comments below.